What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm coming at you with another Terraria video about references in Terraria, but in this episode, we're only going to be talking about the weapon references. It is technically 9 because of the honorable mentions that I say, but anyways, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. So, first up on the list is the Ice Rod. The Ice Rod is a reference to The Legend of Zelda. It is a direct reference because you can actually get the Ice Rod in Legend of Zelda, and you shoot it like this. And the really cool thing about the Ice Rod in the game is that its blocks actually will break and disappear after a while using it. And it shoots blocks out that stick and stay, so it's very good for the beginning of the game if you can manage to get it. And as you can see, the blocks stick and stay, and you can jump on them and traverse across them. So yeah, that's basically it for the Ice Rod. Next up is the Rainbow Rod. The Rainbow Rod is a reference from Kirby. As you can see, when you shoot it, it changes colors every time you shoot a bolt, and while you're controlling it, because it is a control weapon, it changes colors in the air as you're controlling it. And it's very cool. This is, like I said, a reference from Kirby, and it's an item that you can obtain in Kirby. Next up is the Space Gun, which is a reference, but I'm not sure if it's a complete reference from Lego Star Wars. And it does 19 magic damage. It can shoot up to 3 training dummies, and basically it's just a gun, but it could definitely not be a reference. The Light Discs. This could or could not be a reference from Tron, but it is very cool. I love using these, especially in the beginning of hard mode, because you can just hammer everything you fight, especially with a melee character. And if you throw them behind enemies, then they'll come back and hit them. And they come back to you. Yeah, they're very, very cool. And you have up to 5 in one stack at a time. But they didn't make the list because they might not be a actual reference. So, alright, so the top 5. Here we have number 5 is Gungnir. It is the spear of the Norse god, I believe his name is Odin? Yes, Norse god Odin. And this weapon can hit up to a whopping 6 enemies, as I'm about to show you here. See, 6 entire enemies that it can just shank on the spot. So, it's very useful in that perspective. It does around 50 damage and around 100 damage crits with full solar flare armor on. And yeah, as you can see, it can hit massive amounts of enemies. Number 4 is the Breaker Blade. This is a reference to the game Final Fantasy, and I believe one of the characters in it uses the Breaker Blade, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it recently to know which character actually uses this blade. It is gigantic, as you can see, so I'm thinking about putting the modifier Huge Breaker Blade on it, so that it could just be even bigger, maybe even hit up to a whopping 5 enemies, but it can only hit 4, which is better than the average sword's 3. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. The next one is Excalibur and Knight's Edge. This is, I think, is a reference from the Soul Calibur games. I know everybody's going to say that King Arthur pulled Excalibur out of a rock, but it's also true that Excalibur and Knight's Edge are both could be references to swords in Soul Calibur. Yeah, and I don't remember the swords in Soul Calibur's names, but I do remember playing the game, and yeah, this could definitely be a reference, especially since they both become true in their better form and they shoot bolts, and also when you combine them you get an even better sword of the Terra sword, or the Terra blade. So as you can see, I'm using it here, and I found out that Excalibur is the one that you can auto hit with and hold the mouse button down and hit with it. All the other ones you have to click it multiple times semi-automatically, but the 2 trues shoot out bolts, and Knight's Edge, the original one, you have to click every time. Alright, number 2, Keybrand. This one is a direct reference from Kingdom Hearts, from the Keyblade that Sora/Roxas uses. because they are the chosen one in some of the franchises. Mickey is it. I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise. That's why I have this Blade and Legendary in it. So, as you're about to see, you can hit up to 3 enemies. It is super fast, and it has, if you don't know if you knew this, but the Key brand has the highest max damage, or the highest base damage of all of the non-projectile swords or melee weapons, I think. And as you can see, it's doing crazy damage really fast. Here, number 1 is the Phase Saber. As you can guess, this is from Star Wars. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Star Wars. And it comes in 6 different colors: red, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. I think only 4 of these colors appear in the actual franchise, but obviously to avoid being sued by Star Wars, they have to add 2 new colors and call something different: the Phase Saber. So as you see, I'm using the red one right here, and it only hits up to 3 enemies. And it does moderate damage. It's a very good beginning hard mode sword or melee weapon. You can also, if you can manage to get it, pretty hard mode, but I'm pretty sure it's harder to get and just easier to just wait till hard mode. As you can see, we have all of them right here, and they all do the same damage and everything. There's nothing special about either of them. But that's about it, guys. Hope you really liked the video. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want, but please enjoy my other videos I'm going to be posting, and give me ideas in the comment section below. Thanks. By the way, one last shout out to Fitzwolf Gaming. I suggest everybody who subscribe to me, subscribe to him. We're going to be doing some videos in the future. Besides that, have a good day.